All right. Welcome live, everybody. Live on YouTube. Let's go check our comments bar out here. We are live on YouTube. All right. We're going live again. It's been a while, guys. It's been a while. Welcome back to another Just the Facts. I didn't get anything special planned for tonight's show. I just did want to make the announcement that I am back. I'm going to blast it on Facebook right now. Just the Facts is back. Streaming right now live on YouTube. Come chat about sports. All right, guys, the reason I'm bringing the show back, and guys, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm going to get away from the political stuff. It just gets too hot and heavy for some people, man. They can't handle it, right? So I'm just going to go back into sports. I feel like sports is a better topic, anyways. A lot of people prefer sports, right? We're technically in week 2 of the NFL. I've got Major League Baseball scores going across the bottom of the screen there for you guys. Tomorrow night, Bills at Dolphins. All right, let's talk about both those teams right now. We'll get started off with that. We got some big matchups this weekend coming up. Chiefs hosting the Bengals. That's a good matchup. Saints and Cowboys is going to be a good matchup. I think the Cowboys run away with that one. We'll get into these games, all these games later. Buccaneers at Lions, Colts at Packers, Jets at Titans, 49ers at Vikings. Let's see. The 49ers at Vikings, Seahawks at Patriots, Giants at Commanders, Chargers at Panthers, Browns at Jaguars, Raiders at Ravens, Rams at Cardinals, Steelers at Broncos, Bears at Texans, and Monday night is Atlanta at Philadelphia. So, yeah, you got all that. Lots to talk about. Come on, talk about your favorite team. Obviously, you know who my favorite team is. But I'm cool. We'll talk any of these other. I'll take the head off, too. We're going to talk anyone's favorite team you want to talk about. I'm going to get a haircut. I'm going to get a better professional show. You know what? I should start going live on TikTok, too, huh? I can get a free fake shave, but I think I'm good. So if you're watching haven't figured it out, I do have a new job. Yes, I'm watching a TV show in the background. I was watching a TV show. I do have a new job. It is I'm a producer at Local News 8 here in Idaho Falls. What that means is when you watch the news, let's go down a little bit. When you guys watch the news at home and you hear those stories, the anchor who's on TV is reading from a script. Not like I have no script. If I turn this camera around, you would see no script up here in front of me. Nothing. I have no script anywhere. I have another TV over here, that way. Not this one you see in the background. Thunder and lightning coming in tonight. I've got another TV just over here next to my computer. That currently is monitoring Facebook or sports scores and going through stuff. Like I said, that's how we're going to talk about all these games. For example, we get into our first game. But anyways, I don't have a script. This show, unscripted. There's no prompter to read off of. But those prompters that the anchors read off of on the news, those stories that you hear when you watch the news, and there's video playing and there's an anchor talking over the video, or the anchor's on camera and there's a monitor. That's what they call a monitor. There's a TV behind him that has the story in a picture form on the wall behind him. He's reading a script that I write. Me as a producer, I write those scripts. That is my job. Here, I have no script. I am unscripted. It's somewhat filtered because we are on YouTube, and I want to be able to have people come on here and talk about um, what they want to talk about without fear of being banned from this platform. Okay, so we're talking sports today. From here on out, I'm sports talk. When you come watch Just the Facts, it's going to be sports, 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 sports. Okay. All right. By the way, guys, today is the 23rd anniversary of 9/11. So I'll first start off by telling you where I was. You guys feel free to jump in and tell me where you were September 11th, 2001, if you were even alive. Um, I know some of my viewers on YouTube weren't here. Matter of fact, I'm going to go to YouTube and see what. I have no one live with me right now, but let's see. My channel. There's my live right there. Just so you know, I have 44 subscribers. I've got 27 videos. I'm going to start getting into these inspirational quote videos every day, too. Those take me a few minutes to put together. I put those together and throw them on there for people to watch. Most watched video I've had in my arsenal is my Just the Facts streamed 4 months ago now. And it was with my buddy Chris, my buddy Zach. My goodness, that was a while ago. That was a while ago. Who else online wants to come on, right? All right. Find someone on here that knows sports like I do, that would talk sports with me. And by the way, guys, Wednesday night I think is going to be my new time for Just the Facts. It just works better with my schedule. My schedule is Friday through Tuesday from 2 p.m. to 11 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, so I can't do Saturdays anymore. And I don't think Fridays are going to work. Sundays just, unless I'm off on a Sunday randomly and I do like a NFL watch thing. That makes sense. I have no viewers right now. We'll give it a few minutes. I think next week we're going to build it up. We're going to build it up and it's going to explode. All right, dead air, dead air. That's what that is. Trying to find people that are online right now that want to come join. Want to come join in the conversation. Um, see if I can get my buddy Mike on here. He is a Dallas Cowboys fan, and many of you don't watch football. The Dallas Cowboys trounced, and I mean trounced, the Cleveland Browns this Saturday or Sunday. I mean, it wasn't even close. NFL scores. Now, those are just the games that are coming up. We'll go back to week 1, preseason week 1. Here we go. So in week 1, the first game, opening game of the season, was the Kansas City Chiefs hosting the Baltimore Ravens. The Chiefs raised the banner. Chiefs raised the banner. Mahomes went 291 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Lamar Jackson carried the ball for 16 carries at 222 yards. Isaiah Likely, 9 receptions, 111 yards, and 1 touchdown. He had that touchdown where he made our defense look silly, I think. Yeah. The big surprise, well, not surprise to not surprise to me, but surprise to everyone else in the league. And I've heard this quite a few times from other people that stated that Xavier Worthy, however you say his name, Xavier Worthy, was just going to be another John Ross. And if you don't know who John Ross is, John Ross was the fastest man in the NFL until Xavier Worthy beat his combine record. He's just too small, and he's fast, but that's it. That's all he's got. He can't catch. He can't run the ball. He's not going to work. Well, this man had 2 touchdowns, 1 on the ground, 1 in the air on Thursday in his rookie debut. First Chiefs player and rookie to score 2 touchdowns in his rookie debut since Kareem Hunt in 2017 when the Chiefs drafted Kareem Hunt. And then we went to Friday night. Friday night was a different game. Packers at Eagles. They were playing in Sao Paulo, Brazil. Saquon Barkley had 3 touchdowns as Eagles beat the Packers 34-29. Although Jordan Love got injured with a minute or so left to play in the game, and he is expected to miss the next month or so, 4 to 6 weeks, what they say he'll miss, which is not good news for the Green Bay Packers. The Eagles did look really good in that game. It was a back and forth game. They went up. They were 17-13 at the half. Then they outscored them in the third, 14-7. And the Packers made a little bit of a comeback in the fourth, but just fell short. All right. Jalen Hurts, 278 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. Not like him, right? Saquon Barkley, 24 carries, 109 yards, 2 touchdowns with another, I'm assuming, coming from the air. That was his rushing touchdowns. Top receiver, Reed, wide receiver for Green Bay, 4 receptions, 130 yards, and a touchdown. Good game for them. That Green Bay Packers team, by the way, is stellar. They're a good team. They're gonna keep moving on the up. Steelers beating the Falcons 18-10. Fields started instead of Russell Wilson. Boswell hit 6 field goals to lead the Steelers past Falcons. So no touchdowns by Pittsburgh. Justin Fields threw 154 yards. No interceptions, no touchdowns. It's kind of concerning as a Steelers fan to see that. When you have not Najee Harris, their receiver, George Pickens. Right? The receiver, George Pickens? Or am I thinking Kenny Pickett? Yeah, either way. The Falcons, Najee Harris was the leading runner. George Pickens, yeah, there it is. George Pickens was the leading receiver. The Steelers led that entire game in every category. Falcons, which means their new quarterback, a.k.a. Kirk Cousins, didn't feel very family-friendly down there. Right? All right, here's a good game. Cardinals were at Buffalo. Now, the Cardinals were up 17-0 when I looked. I was like, man, Buffalo fell off because of this. Buffalo fell off because they lost Stephon Diggs. They lost Gabe Davis in the offseason. I didn't know who Josh Allen was going to throw to. Who knows? Because he has no receivers anymore. Well, apparently he found some. Cook, their running back, went 19 for 71 yards. And Coleman, their wide receiver, 4 over 51 yards. Josh Allen went 232 yards and 2 touchdown passes. Not to either one of those guys. But he's got weapons, I guess, apparently still. But they were down 17 points that game, had to come back. Bears over the Titans. This one was expected. I mean, the Titans are kind of in a rebuild mode. Caleb Williams didn't even lead the way. Will Levis for Tennessee led the way. 127 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. That means Caleb Williams really didn't do much. Caleb Williams had a rough debut, but gets bailed out as the Bears defense. A 24-17 win against the Titans. Yeah, that's not good news for the Bears. They're high praise on this guy. He's better than Patrick Mahomes, they said. I don't know. I don't think so. All right. Here's one that shocked me. Because I'm looking at the Patriots, and they don't have any weapons. They don't have any decent quarterback. Their defense is solid. Their secondary is pretty good. Defensive linemen, they're pretty good. They've got a good defense. That's about all I'll give them. Offensive-wise, a train wreck. A train wreck. But they beat the Cincinnati Bengals 16-10 on Sunday. Patriots win. Patriots win Jared Mayo's debut as coach, beating mistake-prone Bengals. So the Bengals did make a lot of mistakes. Burrow didn't even throw a touchdown, 164 yards and no touchdowns. New England's rushing attack was the key. 25 carries, 120 yards, and a touchdown for Stevenson. Jamar Chase, 6 receptions for 62 yards. Terrible day for him. And he's going to come into Kansas City on Sunday and try to go up against Trent McDuffie. Probably not. I'm not going to boast and say, oh, the Chiefs are going to win this game in a landslide. No, it's going to be a battle. These teams are good. Joe Burrow is good. Jamar Chase is good. So it's not going to be just a rollover and destroy them. No, it's going to be a battle. And the Bengals don't like the Chiefs, so it's going to be a fight. The Texans didn't look as good as I thought they would, but they beat the Colts 29-27. Now, here's the kicker. The Colts have been getting slowly better. C.J. Stroud, 234 yards, 2 touchdowns. Joe Mixon, that's the old running back from Cincinnati. He's not there anymore. Now he's in Texas. Houston, 30 carries, 159 for a touchdown. Wide receiver-wise, Pierce for the Indianapolis Colts, 3 receptions, 125 yards and a touchdown coming from their quarterback. Stephon Diggs, Joe Mixon combined to lead the Texans past the Colts in their season opener. In Indianapolis, mind you, which is a tough place to play. Trust me, yes, the Chiefs. During the Patrick Mahomes era, they have not beaten the Colts. So we'll see how that goes. Jaguars and Dolphins. That was a good game. Jaguars were leading the way for a while. Dolphins came back to this was also the same day that Tyreek Hill got arrested. Going to the game. If you haven't seen that, guys, body cam footage, those cops are in the wrong, first of all. Granted, Tyreek Hill shouldn't have been speeding, but those were people, they shouldn't have arrested him. You know, at least let him sit in his car and explain himself and give him a ticket. Let him get to the game. Tua Tagovailoa, 338 yards and a touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 7 receptions for 130 yards and a touchdown. For Jacksonville, the running back, Bigsby, he led the way, 12 carries for 73 yards. And Miami doesn't have a rushing game anyways. They're kind of one-dimensional. They have to throw the ball. They can't run. So you just shut down their receivers. It's an easy win either way. Tua is good when he has more weapons. Yeah, Tyreek wasn't in his right mind that day, but he still went off, 130, won a touchdown, 7 receptions. The Saints destroyed the Panthers, to be expected. Derek Carr threw for 200 yards and 3 touchdowns. Alvin Kamara, 15 carries, 83 yards and a touchdown. And Shashid, their receiver, 3 receptions, 73 yards and a touchdown. Vikings, to no one's surprise, beat the Giants 28-6. Sam Darnold went 208, 2 touchdowns and interception. Aaron Jones, 14 carries, 94 yards and a touchdown. And Neighbors, there was the big wide receiver, 5 receptions, 66 yards for the Giants. Once again, no surprise here. The Chargers beat the Raiders. J.K. Dobbins rushed for 135 yards for the Chargers. Gardner Minshew led the way in passing, 257 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, which means that Justin Herbert really didn't play well. They're kind of becoming a one-dimensional team as well. Defense-wise, they look really good. But are they good enough to beat contenders? I don't think so. Seahawks beat the Broncos 26-21. Geno Smith for Seattle, 171, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Walker, the running back for Seattle, 20 carries, 103 yards, 1 touchdown. And Tyler Lockett, 6 receptions, 77 yards, no touchdowns. Broncos, you're talking about Bo Nix and his debut in the NFL. He didn't look well. Didn't look good at all. Other teams like, oh, we should have drafted Bo Nix. Maybe not. Caleb Williams, same thing, not showing out. And these guys, again, it's game 1 of the season. These guys have plenty of time to get back into their thing, get back into their repertoire. Okay. Here's, excuse me. Here's the one. Cowboys 33, Browns 17. That game was closer than the score is closer than the game really was. The Browns were getting manhandled all day long. And Prescott didn't do very well. 179 for 1 touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, 5 receptions, 61 yards. It was their defense. Dallas defense looked really good. And that morning, Prescott signed his 4-year deal. He has a 4-year deal in Dallas, which, if you're a Cowboys fan, I'm sorry. Don't expect to go anywhere. Buccaneers beat the Commanders. No surprise there. Commanders are in a complete rebuild. Lions over the Rams. That was actually a really good game. Came down to a little bit. Then, of course, the 49ers all over the Jets. Brock Purdy, 231. No touchdowns. No touchdowns. So that was week 1, guys. Interesting week, right? I'll give you my take on week 2. Okay, we start off tomorrow night, Bills at Dolphins. Here's where it gets a little tricky, okay? Neither team looked really stellar last week. Matter of fact, the whole division. The only team that looked good in that division last week was the Patriots. And, well, they're the only team from that division that got a win. So, if I had to pick, I'm going to go. Let me get some paper. My picks for this week, okay? Buffalo at Miami. I'm going to go Miami just because I feel like they're a little bit better. Cincinnati at KC. Here's the one I can give you all my analytics on, okay? Mahomes already for the year, 291, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Pacheco leads the way. Like I said, the Bengals looked rough last week. The Chiefs are on a mission this year. I feel like they opened up some new things in this game. I picked Kansas City. New Orleans at Dallas. That's a tough one. I'm going to pick Saints. The reason I picked the Saints is because Dallas looked good last week. Now here comes the roller coaster ride of Dak Prescott. You get a really good game one week and a really good, terrible game the next week. That's how it's going to be. So that's why I feel like that game. Tampa Bay at Detroit. Detroit looks really good. I'm going to go Detroit. All right. Scroll down a little bit here. Indianapolis at Green Bay. Because of the fact Jordan Love is out, I'm picking Indianapolis. That's pretty much my only pick for that. New York Jets at Tennessee. I'm going to go the Jets. Aaron Rodgers didn't look terrible, but then again, they played the 49ers. So better defense, I feel. 49ers at Vikings. I'm going to have to go with 49ers on that one. Sorry, Vikes. I mean, Seattle at New England. Going Seattle on that one. Just a pick, just a hunch. New York Giants at Washington Commanders. This one's rough because they're both just not good teams. Daniel Jones. I'm going to go Giants. All right. LA Chargers at Carolina. Chargers. That's an easy one right there. Hey, I got a viewer. What's up? Whoever's viewing, thanks for viewing. Cleveland at Jacksonville. The way Cleveland's defense played last week, or their offense, I'm going to go Jacksonville on that one. Sorry, 0-2 start. This next one's a no-brainer. Las Vegas at Baltimore. Yeah, Baltimore's winning that one. They're going to bounce back off that loss to the Chiefs. We've got LA Rams at the Cardinals. I'm going to go Rams. They bounce back on their loss from their loss. Pittsburgh at Denver. I'm going to go Pittsburgh. I just don't think Denver has enough. And then, let's see, Sunday Night Football. I think it's going to be a blowout. Chicago at Houston. I pick Houston winning that game. Finally, we have Monday Night Football, Monday Night Football. Atlanta at Philly. I'm going with Philly on that one. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. This is my week 2 picks, right? Right here on the top, week 2. We'll be back here next Wednesday to see how many I got right. Okay? You guys do the same at home. Let me know what you think. If you're watching my show now, jump on. Let's chat. I mean, I'm going to be on here for a minute. I just wanted to get back into the swing of things with my podcast. I want you guys to know that I'm back. I'm here. Sorry, guys. All right. Whoever my viewer is, say hi. I'd like to know who you are. Who you are. The show back here behind me, it's called Psych. It's really funny. This is season 1. The show back here behind me, called Psych. Really funny. This is season 1. I got 2 viewers now. My goodness. The show back here behind me, called Psych. Really funny. This is season 1. I have 2 viewers now. My goodness. Show back here. Just gonna mute that. All right. My 2 viewers, who are you? What are you doing? say hi to me if you can. Go over there, give me a shout out, invite some of your friends to come watch, right? We're talking NFL, Major League Baseball. Trying to keep the tabs on the score for the Royals tonight. If they win, they stay in the race for the wild card. Only a couple games out from beating Cleveland in the. Oh man, we got. Let's see, we got bottom of the 8th, and it's tied 2-2. See if I can get the game up on the screen here. Now I'm down to one viewer. Ugh. It's funny because the Royals have outscored, out hit the Yankees tonight. 8-4. No errors on both teams. Good. These are two good teams slugging it out. I got to go through these commercials. It's just stupid commercials. This app is perfect for shy beta males because so many girls are just waiting to talk to you. Open the app and try it now. We're going to go to my big screen here. Watch this. You guys can watch the baseball game with me. As soon as it loads up here. Maybe if it loads up. Cleveland already won today. They beat the White Sox. No surprise. White Sox are terrible. Oh my goodness. Apologize, guys. All right. Well, with that being said, guys, I've done football previews for this coming week. Let me know in the comments what you think. If my picks are right, I'm going to let you know. If you guys go back and watch the video, follow along yourself. Tell me if I'm right. Or tell me which picks you chose. Maybe they're different from mine. Let's see who's right. Let's see who gets more picks right this upcoming week, right? It's only week 2, so it's unpredictable of who can do what. So, Chewbacca's got to make his debut. Come here, Chewbacca. Come here. There he is. There's the handsome boy. Chewbacca right here. There you go. Look at that. There he is. Mr. Handsome Dog. Here, camera. Look at that. Yeah. Okay. You are. GoFundMe. Should we do the GoFundMe? Let's get the GoFundMe started, okay? Okay, go play. All right, guys. I'm going to get off here, but I am going to do a GoFundMe page for him because if you noticed, when he looked at the camera, he had a little thing in his eye. It's been like that since he was born. Not sure if there's any way to fix it, but I want to give him the best quality life I can, right? He's my boy. He's my dog. I love him with all my heart. I love him. So, anyways, guys, it's been great. Thanks for coming and watching this show with me. I'm trying to get back into the swing of the podcast. I got my job started, and I just wanted to get back into the swing of podcasting, get my computer fired back up. You guys are going to help me make this show much better every week by joining us, by coming on here. I'm going to get to the point where I'm going to start doing giveaways. You guys are going to be the ones making it possible for me to do giveaways and to, So you guys are the real stars of the show. come on in here and let's talk sports. Next Wednesday, we'll talk week 2 NFL, and we'll preview week 3 coming up. Okay? Thanks for watching, guys. You guys have a great night.